Hey guys, Harmony here and welcome to Harmony with Pixels. This channel is a go-to-go spot for website development tips and tricks in respect to WordPress. I share tips and tricks that will help you along your journey in WordPress. And in today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to add custom codes to your WordPress website without actually breaking your website. I'll be sharing 5 methods with you. So without further ado, let's dive in and see how it works.
Welcome back, guys. Like I mentioned in the video introduction, we are going to be learning how to add custom codes to our WordPress website, right? Without actually breaking our website or having any issue at the long run. Well, there are a lot of methods to actually achieve this. Today I'll be showing you the do's and don'ts and also sharing with you 5 methods of adding custom codes to your WordPress website, and also pointing out some few mistakes that most of us do and also trying to tell you the one not to make, right? Yeah, so without further ado, let's see how it works. So this is a blank website. Now the first method is adding a code block in your page builder. Now if you're using a page builder like Elementor or Bricks or even default WordPress Gutenberg as editor, you can add HTML, CSS or even JavaScript directly inside a code block. Now this is great for styling sections, embedding a widget, or writing simple script. Can be a very useful feature. Yeah, useful feature. Now, how do you do this? Now, I'll be demonstrating with Elementor, and this is my page builder of choice, but you can do this with Bricks or any other page builder of your choice. Now, in Elementor, we have a widget called HTML. That's basically an HTML document where you can add HTML codes. Then you can wrap your CSS styles and also your JS script or code inside the script tag of your in your HTML codes. Now, I already have a div here, a container, and also another container. So I want to actually start the first container here with custom code. I don't want to use Elementor custom defaults or already styling options. I want to just use code to actually style this first div over here. So firstly, I'm going to take my HTML widget, that's my code widget, put it inside this second div here. So I'm going to paste in a CSS style code to actually style this particular container. So first I'll wrap it in a style tag. Remember, this is a HTML document. We have to wrap our CSS styles inside the style tag or in the HTML documents. I already gave this container here ID, so I'm basically targeting this container here with the ID custom cont. So this video is not a coding video, how to code video. Basically how to insert your codes in WordPress, right? So I'll give it a background color. And see, I just styled this div without using the default Elementor styler option. And this is very useful if your code is very minimal, not too much, and if you just style the sections like this or anything inside this page, this can be very useful. The next option, the next method is actually inserting your code inside the customize option. Now, your theme, most themes gives you the additional CSS options that allows you to add additional CSS codes to your entire website. And this is best used if you want to add a CSS style or CSS styles to your entire website. This can be really helpful. Now I'll copy this code again, this part here, then comes additional CSS under the customize option, then paste that. This time around, I will just change the border. I'll publish that. And see, I have that. So now we just learned how to add custom codes via our page builder and also via the customizer option under additional CSS. Yes, there's a downside to this part, to this option, this method. This method, you can only add CSS styles. You cannot add more than that, right? Yeah. Now the next method is editing your theme or plugin files. Now this method is not advised if you are a beginner or if you don't have any idea about PHP or coding in general. Please don't do this, right? It is not advised. Now if you go ahead to actually try to do this, WordPress will warn you that you are trying to actually edit your theme file. It will tell you, please heads up, don't do this, right? Don't do this. If you are good at coding and you want to actually achieve something or do something that requires editing the theme file, please use a child theme, right? Use a child theme, and also note that after you write this code, once your theme releases an update and your theme is updated, all your previous code will be wiped away. So you have to always write your codes all over again. You see, that can be really stressful, right? Yeah, very stressful. If you are okay with always writing codes all over again, and also if you are proficient, if you are good in coding PHP or JS or any code at all, if you are very good at coding, then you can go for this. But if you're a beginner, please don't do this, right? It can potentially break your site. Yeah. So I'll click on go back and do that. And the next method, which I prefer most times, is creating a simple custom plugin. And you might see that this is a lot plugins, right? Yeah, you might see that, but that's not a big issue, right? Why it is safe? It's also it gives you the room to actually add a lot of code snippets and also a lot of features, and I can just activate and deactivate. I'm going to plugins. Now, for you to actually do this, you need to have access to your WordPress directory, because basically plugins are folders. They have the plugin codes inside them, right? So you need access to your WordPress directory. That is usually done via your hosting panel or cPanel. Now, if you don't have access to that, just install a file manager plugin. When you search for file manager, here, this one over here. Next, go to here, then file manager. Want to sign up for anything. Now you can see I have access to my WordPress directory. Next, I go to WP content, plugins. Now create a new folder. Let's call it custom. Open that folder. Next, I'll click on new file. Now you will have text file, CSS file, HTML file. Don't worry about this. Once you just change the file extension, it will adapt. In my case, I'm adding a PHP code or line of code or PHP documents, PHP script. Anyone goes, right? Then click on this. So I'll just put custom. Right, I have my PHP file ready. Next, I'm going to click on. Click that, then editor, and this will give you their own editor, which is not that cool. So my advice: write your codes in a different editor, let's say VS Code. Once you're done, you paste it inside here. Now I already have a simple Just a simple code. Just very, very simple. Copy that. Now place it here. This is called this. I'm going to save that. Voila. Now this code will not run unless I activate my plugin. Let's view the size, right? Let's view the size. Let's view this page instead. This page, let's reload that. You see this page here. You can see that there's nothing below here. Now, if I activate that now and reload this, you can see we have thanks for visiting, right? If I activate that and I reload this, it is gone. So your code will only run once you activate the plugin, right? So this is by far my favorite method. Now the next method I'll be sharing with you is the last method, which is what installing a code snippets plugin, right? I can just go to our plugin. Now there are a lot of code snippet plugin, but I use header and footer. Go to code snippet, add snippet, right? Just click on add your code snippet, custom code snippet, and voila, you'll be given this option: HTML, text snippet, CSS snippet, JavaScript snippet, or PHP snippet. Choose any of your choice. Again, I'll be adding a CSS snippet, right? I'm going to now back to this also. Come back here. Let us style this more. Is the code, copy this now. What else can we do here? Let's see. Paste that. Can we do here? Let's say we want to change the height. Let's make it instead of height, let's make 100 VH. 100 VH. Next, you have to make the code active. Then say you should give it a name, so you can easily know your code or your snippet later. So you should give it a name. It's very custom. ID though. So then save. Let's refresh this page. See our code is then working.
Welcome back, guys. So in this video, we have learned how to add custom codes to our WordPress website without actually breaking our website. So guys, if you found this video resourceful, please kindly give me a thumbs up and see the next one. Bye.